you.
Thank you so much. I will now, Christy Angel, President of the Citywide Council for District 75, turn this over to our second Vice President and Chair of the committee, Steph. Yeah.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Stephanie Bonilla, CCD 75 Safety Chair for the committee. Thank you for joining us tonight, despite us having remote learning and dealing with everything that we have, all the changes we had to deal tonight. If we could please start with the presentation, Gabby. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. Today, we will be reviewing the role of School Safety Committee and how safety meetings, safety plans, and safety town halls can work together to support safe school communities. Next slide, please. The purpose of the presentation is to strengthen an understanding of school safety structures and clarify expectations and promote consistent communication between schools, families, and district leadership. Next slide, please. Why school safety matters. Share responsibility, prevention, communication, disability, inclusion. School safety is shared responsibility, and it's not only about responding to emergencies, but about preparation, prevention, and communication. When procedures are clear, everyone feels more confident and safer. Next slide, please. What is a safety committee? It reviews safety plans, identifies concerns, tracks follow-ups, support families. The safety committee is responsible for reviewing safety plans, identifying concerns, tracking follow-ups, actions, and supporting transparent communication with families. It should be an active, ongoing body, not something that meets only once a year. Next slide, please. The Safety Committee membership. Safety Committee is held with many stakeholders. Some of them are the principal or designee, safety agent, staff. It could be from parent coordinator, UFT chapter leader, nurse, and also parent representative, which is your PTA or PA president. Next slide, please. Safety meetings should not occur. Safety meetings should occur regularly and include agenda, minutes, and follow-ups. Meetings should lead to action. Discussing issues without resolution does not improve safety. Can we go back to the 2 slides, please? With safety committee membership. I just wanted to state this, that a strong safety committee includes school leadership, and it also includes the voices to ensure concerns raised by the families and staff and are heard and being addressed. Thank you. Next slide. For safety meeting topics, arrivals, dismissals, entry procedures, intercom systems, emergency drills. A lot of can we stay on that? Thank you. A lot of those are some things that we need to ensure that are happening. Some of them are not happening yet. We do not have all of our intercom systems in all of our schools.
If I can jump in a little bit, not to supersede Second Vice President Bonilla.
No problem.
Every school that we go to, the doors need to be locked.
Yes.
And for myself, I'm gonna say they better be locked. If I come and they're not locked, then it's gonna be everybody else come with you. Our children need to be protected. We are not going to debate about when your doors are open, not open, and locked. They're locked, period. And so we're going to release Second Vice President Bonilla to make sure that everyone on our council who is in agreement of lock the doors. We have gone to different spaces, and this isn't any place to beat people up. We're not going to beat you up. We only want to support. I've been in places where we've been to schools that are in churches or other places, and they are also apartment buildings, and we walk in and they just let us in. You better not ever let me into any building you have. Check me, vet me. Don't let me in. Don't let anyone in. These are our children. Um, I won't harp on that. I won't soapbox that, but I'll say that when we come to schools, the doors should be locked. Do you agree, Vice President Bonilla?
Yeah.
Lock the doors.
Yes.
And so whatever spaces that we can support this committee, where we can support safety, where we can support capacity utilization in our children, we will do that. This is not a fight. This is not a space to shame people. It's a space to make sure that our children are protected, because we as parents need to be comfortable and okay as we move through our days, and support the people that we voted into spaces to make sure that our children are okay. Stephanie, back to you.
Thank you, President Angel. And yes, into that, I would like to, if anyone has, I will put the safety email in the chat with the 75 council email as well. And if anyone has knowledge of a school that does not have locked doors or does not have their intercom system installed yet, and you would like assistance, like President Angel said, please reach out and we could assist you with that in order to ensure all of the children are safe and staff in the building. Topics may include safety meeting topics may include arrival and dismissal, building entry procedures, intercom systems, hallway supervision, and emergency preparedness. These discussions help identify patterns before problems escalate. Another thing I forgot to add in the slide, but I would like to mention, is your intercom systems in the schools, the ones that make the announcement, not the ones outside of the school when you go in the building. Sometimes your intercom systems in your school are not all fully working, which I was able to go in a school, and we were able to try to run a survey to see what is wrong with the intercom system, to see how can we assist.
Second Vice President Bonilla, is there a way that we could pull in Gabrielle, myself, and make a survey for what you're speaking of now, so that we can make sure that we have numbers to support what you're speaking to?
Yeah, I could share one that I was working on with you both, if that's
Thank
okay.
you.
Yes, thank you. I think that will be helpful in order to assist everyone. Next slide, please. School safety plans. School safety plans outline procedures such as lockdowns, shelter in place, and evacuations. These plans must be reviewed annually to ensure they reflect current building conditions. If we could, can you open the second slide, please? It has to do with the emergency lockdowns. These are some definitions that I would like to share with everyone for you to all have knowledge, especially when we're in the building. And sometimes some of the emergency drills may happen when we're there. This is emergency drill overview. This presentation will explain drills used in the school. This is a purpose for preparation and not to fear. It's for us
Second Vice President Bonilla, not to stop you, but can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
Just as a mom, my son cannot leave the building. Hold on, Christian. He can't leave the building. And I don't know if many people know that if your child cannot leave the building in a fire, safety, etc. space, they will be left in the building. They will be a space that the fire officers know to come and evacuate them, etc. So it's a different space of doing that. I believe that that's great. I'm going to make sure everybody gets out. And also, my son is the extracurricular, extraordinary person of personality. He needs to get out, and people may not necessarily help him train to get out. They may leave him in a classroom and say, hey, there's a fire. Everyone else is evacuated. My son is not a wheelchair person. He's not, or is a wheelchair person. He may not be able to move outside of the building. So my son is one of the people who cannot move. Have you made a announcement or a space, or can we maybe create a space for people to know if your child is one that cannot leave the building, that has to be left in the building, if they're defined by a child that needs to be left in the building, this is how you need to save us to get out. What does that look like? Are you prepared for that? Can I support you there, or can you say more to that space?
I could,
Because I don't want to put you on the spot. I'm not going
no
to.
problem.
Okay.
I don't mind the support there. I've been preview to the space that you're speaking of, and what I would like the support therein is what you're saying. Not a lot of parents or families know about this space. They just assume that their kids are being taken out the building.
And I want to piggyback, guys, while we're recording this. If your child has special needs or a disability, you can let your fire department know my child is in this building, and your family becomes a priority on how to evacuate. If you do not let anyone know, if you don't have a fire extinguisher or an alarm or a carbon monoxide alarm, those things can be given to you freely. Second Vice President Bonilla can let you know how we can make sure to move those things forward. We're in a space of where it's warm, too warm. We're using things to keep ourselves warm because most people don't help us in our apartment buildings and better. And we may use things that may cause hazards. And so we have these different spaces of, listen, we've made these videos to help you out. If you need assistance, let us know. The bigger thing is we need you to be okay. We don't care what it looks like. Let us know if you need assistance, if you're not okay, if you want to be better. Vice President Bonilla? What do you think?
Yes, I agree. And to piggyback of what you're saying, yes, everyone could be able to go to their local FDNY department, and you could inform them of your child's disability. And when there is an emergency in your building, they are able to assist with your child's disability. They understand that when a child has autism, sometimes they do not come out when they're being called, that they hide in certain places. So they're able to assist with that. Also, they are able to come in person. We had in a previous school that they were able to come in person with the gear that they wear, and they able to do different presentations with that gear and with the classes. It could be done at certain classes at a time. I say that because they want the students to wear the gear. They will put the jackets on them and the hats. Remember when there's a fire, the firefighters look like astronauts. They look weird. They look scary. So they try to make it that way. When they see them in that situation, they already exposed to what they look like. So I appreciated that in the workshop that was done in person.
Thank you,
Um,
Vice President Bonilla. If you want to move forward with your slides, I will make sure to push out any of registration, any level of links, any level of supports that make sure that our know about fire safety, know about any safety regulations or things that can help them, or spaces where we can make sure that they have what they need in their spaces, in their homes, because we are a village together. So please let me know how we can continue to support as a community, as a council, and we have your back.
Thank you. Next slide, please. This is soft lockdown. Soft lockdown is when an incident occurs outside of the building. The exterior doors are locked, instruction continues, the hallways are cleared, and there's no entry to or exit from the building. Next slide, please. Hard lockdown, used when there's immediate danger. Doors are locked, lights are off, students move away from the doors, no movement until all is clear. Next slide, please. Shelter in place, used for environmental or weather-related emergencies. Students remain indoors. Windows and doors are closed. Supervision continues. Next slide, please. Hall drill, used for temporary pauses. Hallways are clear. Students stay where they are. Teaching may continue and is a short duration. Next slide. Important reminders. Stay informed by attending monthly meetings and town halls. Make sure you have safety minutes for all sites. Make sure you review and sign your safety plan. Drills are practice. Safety is everyone's responsibility. Now we could go back to the previous slideshow. And we will be sharing these slides as well. I wanted to make sure everyone had a brief understanding on those definitions. As we may be in the building and hear them, I would like to practice what is being done when those drills are happening. Try to follow place of what you see. That way you could ensure of safety. Sometimes it may not be a safety drill that is occurring, and it may be an actual situation. So that is another reason why I wanted to share these definitions. Next slide, please.
Also, I'd love to, Stephanie, as a support, not a sidebar. We have your legacy member here showing up to support you. Former council member, registered nurse practitioner, Aisha Husbands. and she has been a silent member helping second Vice President Bonilla. And I would love to bring you guys together here now and let us know how we can continue to make sure that we move our past and present together in a great way. Welcome back, Aisha, and Council Member Second Vice President Bonilla, in the same spaces where you're working to keep our work moving forward from the spaces that we are in. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. And welcome in, Miss Aisha Husband. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you coming.
Thank you. I'm here to support. Thank you.
With students with disabilities, safety planning must include students with disabilities. This includes mobility needs, medical considerations, sensory sensitivities, and assigned adult supports. Emergency plans must be realistic and individualized. For family transparency, families don't need sensitive operational details, but they do need to understand general procedures. Transparency builds trust and reduces fear during emergencies. Please have clear communication, accessible language, and opportunities for questions for your families in order for them to feel safe. Next slide, please. Safety town halls. Safety town halls are family-facing meetings designed to explain procedures, answers general questions, and strengthen partnerships. They are educational, not disciplinary. Family-facing meetings are educational and they build trust. I would also like to add, if you are a co-location school, you are able to do town hall meetings together, and please have clear communications with your families. That way they could all attend. As well as explaining what a town hall meeting is. Those are the public meetings that are not private to the monthly ones for your general public school community. These meetings, you advise your community on safety drills. You're able to talk about safety concerns in your that have arisen and other issues. Next slide, please. Some of your town hall topics may include entry procedures, emergency communication systems, drill explanations, and who family can contact with concerns. These meetings help create clarity. Next slide, please. Again, co-located schools. In co-located buildings, safety responsibilities are shared. Schools must coordinate procedures and communications so families receive consistent information. So again, I stress this a lot. This is part of why I had this agenda for today, because I was informed that some people didn't know what a safety town hall was, or they didn't know, it wasn't clear to them as to who needed to attend. So I felt this could bring more clarity to that, and for you to be able to bring back for knowledge for your school community and how important they are. Next slide, please. Joint safety town halls allow co-located schools to present unified messaging. This reduces confusion and strengthens buildings-wide safety culture. And also, more than once, notifications. It would be nice to get a notice more than once from the principal about notifications. I would like to raise that, Miss President Angel. I myself did not get to attend my safety town hall due to not getting enough notifications for it. So, or I heard only 8 people attended, and it was supposed to be a co-located safety town hall. So
So
that's
I
what.
want to jump in, guys. I want to support Vice President Bonilla, and I want to make a clear delineation or delineation. We support community education councils. How you guys move and how our citywide council moves is extraordinarily different. Okay. It doesn't matter. We will support you where you are. However, we move very, very differently. And we want to make sure that you guys know that there's a differentiation between the citywides and the CECs. And that doesn't mean that you don't have us as support and or better, but we want to make sure that you understand that what we need to get done on a citywide council space and what you need to get done on a CEC space is extraordinarily different. We will continue to support you. We will support you 1,000%. Period. And we will make sure that you understand the differences because we want to make sure that people that move from CECs, as you may want to move over and articulate into or matriculate into citywides, that you understand that what we do legally and otherwise is very different from you guys. And what we need and what you need, it doesn't matter. We're your family. We're going to support you and we're going to make sure that our children have a fair and appropriate public education as we move in this space. Second Vice President Bonilla, back to you.
Yeah, thank you for that. But this was more as I'm a parent and town halls are open to all the parents, and I don't feel as a parent. I was notified, for me to be able to go. That's why
Can I help you out, Bonilla? When you say town halls,
town halls, that's the public
for the
for the school communities.
Okay,
that one is public.
For CECs,
this is not
we
about
have nothing.
This is not about.
Okay, wait. You said town halls, and you
town
said
right. I'm going.
Yes, so we have there's a differentiation between
this
CEC town halls and for
these town halls, Miss Angel.
Okay, so let me. I would like to finish my sentence. For CEC town halls and for CEC citywide town halls, they are very, very, very differently.
Yes, but I'm not speaking on that. I'm talking about safety town halls, not CEC town halls. Okay,
so again, what I will say is safety town halls is not something that our citywide council for District 75 manages. What I will uplift and support is that we want to teach people and give legacies. Even though you're not moving in our space of what it looks like, Second Vice President Bonilla wants to make sure that you know how to move through this in any capacity that you need to, and in the capacity that you get us. So in these spaces, we want to listen to our Second Vice President. She's come from a CEC. We are a citywide council, so whatever we do is for every borough. We recognize that people love their boroughs and where they come from, and we know that Bonilla loves the Bronx, okay? The Bronx, hip hop forever. What we want to know is that you give her the information and she can allow us to make sure that you guys facilitate what you need without boundaries. There's a lot that can go on, and we want to make sure that she can support you and that we can move that support on levels into the borough, into the district, into the central, whatever it needs to do. she will hear your voice. We will make sure that you won't be working in vain. I'm going to give it back to you, Bonilla, because I think I'm rambling.
No problem. I'm just clarifying, this is a safety town hall. This doesn't have to do with CECs.
Right. Wait. So for my clarity, I will say this as the president of the Citywide Council for District 75. I've never done a town hall safety. That may be something that's very much so below what the citywide does, and we will continue to support what they need below that.
I would
But
like
we
to
don't
do
do we only do citywides for
this
our
nothing to do with that.
one moment. I'm not finished. Our citywide council only does town halls for the chancellor. That's it.
I
There are
understand.
there are spaces below us that we do not manage. And our citywide councils manage that. We do not. So we want to be very clear, and we want to make sure that Vice President Bonilla comes from CEC 11 and she swings hard, and we love her batter swing. And what we will do is any space that you need below her, above us, and how we can support you, we will do. But also, our council only moves in a specific space, and we will continue to support where it means below us, citywide, and otherwise respecting the spaces as we move into our council.
Thank you. Again, I would like to clarify this for the audience, and maybe you and I could have a conversation behind, because we're confusing the audience onto what the presentation is. This is a safety meeting for safety plans. I'm going over the safety plans, safety town halls, and safety topics that are done in the town hall.
President Bonilla,
Safety town hall.
just to not confuse
Let me
people,
finish.
could
Let me
you
finish,
possibly
please.
make just to could you speak about what you're talking about with safety town halls for people within the different districts, etc.? Because that's not something we do citywide. Could you please break that down so that we can put it on record and understand what you're trying to bring forward?
No problem. Safety meetings are for PTA and PA presidents. Safety town halls are for the entire school community. According to our regulations, school have to do safety town halls for the open school community twice a year. So this is what this is about. Safety town halls informations need to be unified communication throughout the building, especially when it's a co-location school. That way, all parent school communities could be able to attend the meeting. This is a public meeting for everyone. It's like SLT. So this is why I'm raising awareness. As a parent, that I as well was not notified of certain information with clear communication, so I missed my meeting for safety town hall.
And to support Second Vice President Bonilla, we want to be very clear. There are very different spaces that the citywide and the CECs function. So in this space, we will honor absolutely how Second Vice President Bonilla brings in her space of making sure that we consider people. We will always do that. However, we want to make sure that in this space, we are looking at all 5 boroughs. We do our safety committee chair, our busing committee chair, our capacity and utilization, which is our second Vice President Bonilla, has a lot of love and heart for what she's doing. And so we have to make sure that we're very specific in and how we do it. And so please make sure that you reach out to her, reach out to the council, and make sure we can support you in the spaces that we can. And as a council, we want to make sure that we move accordingly to law and better. And beyond that, know that Bonilla has your back. Know that there are multiple members in our council that have the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, Manhattan, Queens, etc. We are very, very deep into the 5 boroughs. And as of tonight, we want to make sure that Second Vice President Bonilla is highlighted. I want to let you guys know that there was a fire in the Bronx this weekend, and Second Vice President Bonilla made sure to sacrifice, show up, and do what she was predispositioned to do for our families. And I want to thank you, Second Vice President Bonilla, for your love, for your space, because you were supposed to go to the Include NYC Fair. You were supposed to be on a community-based organization, and you said, hey, I got to show up for my people. And all I had was a yes and a thank you. So I want to thank you for that space. I want to uplift you in that space. I want to say, hey guys, we don't have everything perfectly. Please let us know how we can do things better, how we can maybe add in things that we're not thinking of. Reach out to Bonilla, myself, our council. One person doesn't mean one thing. We are all here to help everybody. We over here struggling. It's cold. We got kids at home. We struggling. And Bonilla is running a very great meeting. And if you can, and you can say, hey, I've seen this. I need help. I've seen this. We need help. I've seen this. We can do this better. All we say is please send it. We will listen to you. We will support you. And I promise you, Second Vice President Bonilla will help you out, and she doesn't have a choice because we will be on that space to help her out. Bonilla.
Thank you. Thank you again, President Angel. I truly appreciate that. And that's another reason for the safety town halls, because in case there's a fire in your school community, you could be able to be informed through your town hall as to what your emergency procedures are for your school. And you could be able to act accordingly and how to support. So yeah, thank you very much, President Angel. I appreciate your support as well during the time of the fire and your assistance to reach out to the district to support. Thank you for that. We could move to the next slide, please. And I like this presentation as well, because it doesn't matter if you don't have a title, you could be still informed of your safety in your school and how to bring safety concerns to either your PTA, PA president, your principal, or to us here at the safety committee and President Angel. For front door safety, front door safety systems such as intercoms and doorbells are critical safety tools. When they don't work, it creates access and communication risks that must be addressed immediately. Next slide, please. President Angel, just quick question. They have about front door safety. Who can they reach out? We could put both of the emails in the chat.
What we can do is, Second Vice President Bonilla, if everyone can send us the questions, guys, we do this for you. It's just you. So put it in the chat. We'll take the transcripts. Any questions you need. Hey, who do we reach out to for this? Who do we reach out to for that? We will highlight that and also send you any information that you need to make sure that you can fight for what you need, and we can bang them in the head on the other side in support for you. Just let us know what you need. Vice President Bonilla, let me know how we can pull this together as a one-sheeter PDF, send it out, and make sure that everyone's voice is heard.
No problem. Thank you. Next slide, please. If communication system fails, schools must submit work orders, assign temporary coverage, notify their safety committee, and inform co-located schools. Waiting without coverage is not acceptable. Next, this documentation and accountability. Documentation protects everyone. Meeting minutes, repair logs, and follow-ups ensure transparency and accountability. So just to go back on the repair logs are not able to be shared with the entire school community, but could be shared with the PA president and PTA president. And meeting minutes can be shared with the school community through your PA, PTA president, or your UFT chapter leader as well. Another part of documents that I would like you to know about is there is a safety plan parent version, and there's a safety plan staff version of the entire safety plan for the school. As a parent, you're able to ask for a parent version of the safety plan. It highlights certain things that you're able to know publicly. For those things that are not able to be shared publicly, those things will only be shared with your PTA and PA president. This is why it's very important that they try to attend these meetings, or they could also assign a designee. I know that some of us have more than one site as co-locations, so you are able to designate a parent either from your executive board to attend the meetings if you can. Remember it always, it takes a village. Next slide, please. Share responsibility. School safety is a partnership between administrators, staff, families, and district leadership. Collaboration strengthens all of our outcomes. Thank you all for your partnership and your time. Our shared goal is to be safe, prepared, and supportive for our school communities. And again, thank you for joining us tonight. If I would like to leave the floor open to see if you have any questions. I hope this presentation helped many of you.
Yeah,
And
yes, I have a question.
no problem. Who's speaking?
Yeah, this is Miss Powell Davis.
Okay.
So, so I have a question. So, I don't know if it was a wide initiative for all schools or for D75 schools in particular, but I see that they kind of changed out the lock-in system and, the buzzer system and get it into the school. You know what I'd like to know? Because I looked and I couldn't really tell. They have the buzzer system where you click the buzzer, because I think I see it at a couple of other schools too. But you click the buzzer and the school safety agent opens the door. Are they seeing, prior to buzzing you in, who is at the door? Or is that
I'm going to jump in right now. Stephanie, Vice President Bonilla, we will move this forward as a council after this conversation. What I will say is I'm not happy about what I've seen. I've been to 80% of schools, but I don't care about the 80. I'm caring about the 20. If I come to your school, we let our students come and go, and I don't care. If I come to your building, the door should be locked. You buzz me in. I don't care. I don't care if I'm Christian's mother or if I'm the president of CCD 75. Lock the doors. Stephanie, we will work on this on the back end. Please know that we're going to keep our kids safe. Listen, look at me the wrong way. Look at me the bad way. Lock my doors. If I come into the door, if I come in, I buzz you. If it's not locked, we got problems. The end. I don't want to hear about it. I'm gonna call Mark Rampersant. We're gonna talk about it. Make sure all of our children are safe. I don't care. Stephanie?
Thank you, President Angel. I appreciate that. Yes, we will work on it. Um, again, because no door should be open. And
Thank you.
about the camera, they are supposed to have a desktop. Their desk is supposed to have the cameras on their desk. If you don't see that, that means your school doesn't have cameras.
If you get into a building and you're not locked as you get in, you better say lock the
The
doors.
door. Absolutely.
Lock the doors.
Tanya has a question.
Hi, it's to piggyback on the secure entry. There's the schools have co-sites, and there's not a safety officer at the door. So the buzzer rings, and somebody from staff just gets up and opens the door. And I
Nope,
was
just send us a space where you don't have a safety officer, the school name, the school title, and better.
Who
Send
do
it.
I send it to your email, Miss Angel?
D75 Council at
Okay.
school.
I added both of them in the chat for her.
All right, thank you.
Yes. Bonilla, if when you see those emails come through, I'll forward them to you. If you can take point on those.
Yeah, I added both emails on the chat for her.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. Yeah, that like if you see things like that, that's highest concern. Highest concern.
You have to do it. I brought my son to school. I do DOE trip links. And as my son and their children, other children were leaving his particular school to get on the bus, someone was at the corner with a machete on a motorcycle trying to hurt a female student at the school. I don't care. You're not going to hurt her. You're not going to roll up on a motorcycle. You're not going to mess with any child on a bus, and or better. If you see something, New Yorkers, say something. We can't do anything without you saying something. But if you say a little bit of something, and I don't care if you're like, well, I don't want anyone to get mad at me. I don't care. We'll never get mad at your honesty and your truth. We will support it and do what's best. Right, Vice President Bonilla?
Yes, President.
We're here to serve you. So do not feel scared about your truth and how we can support our students, because our babies are your babies. The end.
Thank you for that. Does anyone else have any more concerns or questions?
Yeah, this is not really a concern. It's more of how for the rest of the remaining school year, tenure from now to when school finishes, how many of these busing committee meetings are you guys gonna hold from now till when the school term ends? One. And two, is it possible, if there is a busing committee meeting or going forward even into the following school year, if there's any way we can get like the agenda of what it is that's going to be discussed prior to, so we can kind of have an idea, oh, we're going to talk about the changeover for busing that took place typically in January or February, or we're going to have a guest, or we're going to discuss about, as you say, school safety for this trip. Is it possible for that to happen? And like who also, and as Christy Angel was saying earlier, there's somewhat little bit of a confusion because we're thinking it's the CCD 75 who I think
yes. Let me jump in, Miss Anna K. Powell. We love you. we appreciate her, guys. She is a wonderful advocate. If you guys don't know her, Anna K. Powell Davis is amazing. Look her up. Tag her. Become a team member. One person teaches other people, and we all move together. However, as she's speaking, she's saying, are there spaces where we can do better, where we can build? Yes, we can. Bonilla, let's make sure before Monday that we touch base and we make the different links, the different shared files, different spaces where we can continue to support and make everything easily found for people. There is nothing wrong that you can ask us. There is nothing that feels weird that you can ask us. If you say, hey, can you guys do, our answer will definitively be yes, because we are your elected officials. If you tell us what you need, if we tell you what we think we know, and we come together and we figure it out collectively, we will continue to help 30,000 children and families as a collective group. And that's all I care about. I don't care about the rest of it. What can we do to make sure everybody's okay? And if one person's not okay, what does it look like to fix it? Because we are in this battle together. We are warriors together. We will win together. Our children matter together. And I'm going to get off my soapbox. Back to you, Bonilla. And thank you, Anna, because we love you and you were supposed to be a member a long time ago, but I thank you for being a parent that continues to show up even if you're not a member. Guys, look at her. You guys can come to committee meetings. You can show up. There's no prerequisites. All we need is your voice, and we will move on that. Thank you.
Thank you as well, Ms. Powell. We appreciate all of the feedback. And yes, we could work better on more things. That way, because this committee is about informing all of you guys and to make sure that you have the information. That way you could have the knowledge to be able to support your school communities, yourself.
I love it.
Oh, plus online. Okay. Is there any other questions or feedback?
Hi, Stephanie. It's Natasha.
Hello, Miss Natasha. How you
Hi,
doing?
I'm good. Thank you guys for having me join this meeting. I just have a question with our school, the dynamics that we have. We're in Truman High School, and they have metal detectors. We were supposed to start initiating that for our unit, and it has not happened. So the kids, even like almost to like almost 8:30, 9 o'clock, general ed is still lined up outside waiting for metal detector screenings. And then the other L shape of that school safety area, but you can come in. The door is not locked. There's no screen there for them to see who's coming in. And our parents generally, if they're dropping off their child, they'll drop them off. They come right in, and then someone from our unit has to come down and get them.
Miss
Or
Natasha, can I ask you a question?
yes,
How many schools do you have in your particular building? Because I'm thinking this is in the standalone, right?
no. It's a big unit. We have BHS and we have a regular Truman High, and then it's our unit inside.
How many District 75 schools do we have there?
It is one, but we do allow access to 596X to use auditorium. So we do have in and out from 153 and 178, and then 181 and 180 uses the school as well.
Can I ask you an additional question? When
Yes.
it comes to bringing the students in the morning and exiting them out in the afternoon, for my son's school, I mean, he got hurt really badly and had a warrant on him and other things because student safety didn't know how to work with him. And they've worked that out. And they also made it to where this specific time, maybe 30, 45 minutes in the morning, the door front of the building was only for District 75. The side building was for the other typical students. Do you know that if your building has a specific space for at this time, only District 75 children can come in, be spotted, and made sure that they're moving through correctly, and the other students move through a different building of egress, entrance,
Yes.
etc.?
So as we're entering the building when we're busing out the kids, it's a total different area. You don't see school safety there. It's just our support curriculum support. Our principals are all in that one area. Again, the kids still have not moved to the metal detector screening, so there wouldn't be no metal detectors on that area. There isn't. It's grab and go breakfast and they go. In the afternoon, we use the same area as well to bus out the kids.
Is there a space where you might want Mark Rampersand's office to come in and just double check? I know that when you have a space that's specifically just for our kids to come in, it makes a huge difference when they don't have to walk in with their typical, students and better. And honestly, sometimes we need spaces that are very sensitive oriented for our children. and then maybe our typical children, hey, go get your breakfast, go do your things. I know you love our kids, but we need to be able to move through our busing, through sensitivity, and better through the front door. Do you know that you have a specific space for your whole school when our children move through?
Honestly, after that 8:45 window period, they have to go to the regular main entryway, which is where the L is, the metal detectors. Our kids don't have to go to the metal detectors, which we have to be moving in that direction, but they come in through that one area. Everyone does with
Bonilla,
staff.
can we follow up on this?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna need to.
Stephanie Bonilla, Vice President, are you there?
Sorry. Yes,
Can we make sure to note this so we can follow up, please?
no problem.
Thank
I
you.
will send her our emails as well.
Thank you, ladies.
And I am adding in the chat the safety plans regulations for everyone. But thank you, Miss Natasha.
Vice President Bonilla, I'm going to rescind myself and let you move forward with whatever you need to do in the meeting. Please know I will support you in whatever space you need as the council will. Please let us know what you need. I am giving the meeting over to you.
Do you mind? Okay, no, I got it. I'm like, it didn't want to download. I'm sorry. I'm just real quick
If
adding
you need any help, I'm still here.
no problem. I added the safeties. Can you see if you're able to see it? The safety plan regulations. And there is
Anything
where
that Vice President Bonilla has added into this meeting, we will make sure to add to the website, send out via social media, via email, and better to make sure that parents do have this access outside of the meeting.
and I appreciate you as well, President Angel, for letting me present tonight and letting me inform the families on all of these things that we could be able to help them with. And as you mentioned, there was a fire in District 11 this past weekend, and we were able to support them in that space. Oh, I'm glad to see some of our parent leaders that were able to assist in this. I want to give a shout out to Community Board 11, Miss Cynthia Rodriguez, for assisting with the fire. Also, Miss Dickerson, Community Board 12 was able to assist. Miss April Parks, Title I DPAC was able to assist us as well. Many of you, I thank you for coming. I thank you for reaching out. We're trying to do a collection of items. We will share that information. I'm trying to see with Councilmember Riley's office to see if we could be able to take some donations there, or if some items could be collected at the school. I will let Ms. President Angel know what they let me know, and we could be able to share that information with you all.
And guys, please know that
As
we
well.
definitely do move with our PTAs.
And again, thank you
President
for
Council.
coming tonight and joining us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak over you. I wanted you guys to know that we do work with our President's Council. Our council cannot raise money. However, we can work with our President's Council and other PTAs to make sure that we have what we need for our families. And Stephanie Bonilla, who is our second vice president, she can lead the charge on that. And we want you guys to know that there's ways that we can make things work, and we will reach out to her and we'll help you as a council. Thank you.
Yes, we could be able to reach out to President Rima Izquierdo to see how can they assist us from President's Council with this as well. And if there is no other questions or feedback, I would like to give you all back your time. And again, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be reaching out to those that wrote some of the questions in the chat. And thank you again. Have a good evening.
We are letting our interpreters go at 7:08 p.m. Thank you, everyone. Stay warm. It's really cold outside. See you guys again
Thank you.
soon.